Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Suikoden 5. In the last episode, we escaped from the palace, made our way over to Lunas to find sanctuary with Isato and company. We found that sanctuary for a very short time. Then we made our way over here to the very colorful Haud Village. Colorful pretty much in all senses of the word. We found Boz, perhaps the most epic Mohawk in video gaming history, and he is apparently going to take us over to Rainwall, home of the Barows family, who apparently is going to be sheltering us. So, I figure let's go ahead and talk to him. All set to go? Yep, I think we're pretty well done for now. Well, you are? All the preparations are done on the ship. Right this way, please. Huh? Hey, did one of you go missing? Huh? Uh-huh. I see. So the guy is... Yeah, well, I guess I can understand that. Anyway, right this way if it pleases you. Alrighty, sounds good. Boz, how did you know we'd be coming to Haud Village? Oh, we didn't know anything. That was pure luck. I thought if you were running this way, you had to cross one of those bridges, so I just put soldiers on every bridge. But I couldn't just twiddle my fingers, so I got myself a ship and started going around to each bridge one by one. So you just happened to be at the Haud Village bridge when we came along, huh? You got it. Maybe the power of the sun and Her Majesty the Queen and His Majesty Ferret up in heaven helped us out. Oh no! I didn't mean to say... you guys were there when... You're probably still... Oh, this darn thick head of mine. Why don't I just think? You have to forgive me, but please! You don't need to apologize. It's a nice thought, really. Oh, Lady Siledes. And we get to cast off! Since this is the first time going to Rainwall, I'm going to go ahead and leave this up, which I typically will on the first journeys to any destination that we go on by boat. And also, I just like this boat music too. Okay, I know, beating a dead horse by this point, but still, it's nice music. Your Highness, that house at the top there is Lord Barows' mansion. Hello, mansion. Lord Barows can't wait to see you guys. Let's go. Well, alrighty then. Also, say it with me. I love this music. Again. Yeah, I've said enough. It's really nice though. Okay, so let's see about doing some hunting, shall we? Because we need to treasure hunt before anything else, and I don't know why I just sped up like that. Weird. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves some treasure, and we get, if I can, that is treasure. Yeah, that's is it treasure? It's not treasure. Okay, sorry, it looks like treasure. Wow, okay, hang on. Alright, sorry, I need to, reorient myself a little bit here. Okay, let's go over here. And as we go over this way, got ourselves our first real treasure item, or at least that I can get to over here, if I could actually get to them. Leon, come on. Alright, anyway, Mega Medicine. Okay, let's go back and try this other treasure chest again, because it is a treasure chest. I just, for some reason, couldn't open it. And, it's worth it to get, obviously. I just don't know why I couldn't actually get it. There we go. 1,000 potch. That was weird. I don't know why that took so long. Okay, something I failed to point out before we left Haud Village, and I do want to go ahead and show you real quick. Over in Haud Village, before we left, I bought the baby carp and the melon seedling from the item shop, which, as I mentioned, if you see anything like this, I recommend that you go ahead and get it just for the heck of it. Well, for stuff later, obviously, but you might as well go ahead and get it now. And let's see if we got anything special here. We have... no we don't. Okay, so I'm not really going to worry about that. Alright, now, let's go upstairs. Head up to the second level, where we have the inn there, just in case you feel you need it. Head west down this dirt path here. And we got some more folks we could talk to if we like, but more importantly, we got ourselves a house. And that house is hiding a silk cape. So, yay, good times. Okay, now there is actually reason for us to go in the inn, although we're not going to be resting there right now. The reason, of course, is treasure. And this actually, unlike most of the other stuff we've gotten here so far, is really worth getting. And I will tell you why. It is the Prosperity Ring. Alright, so, go ahead and equip this. I'm going to equip it on the Prince, because the Prince is in the party all the time. So, I figure, pourquoi not? There we go. Okay, so, you might have noticed what it said, but let me go ahead and pop this up for you. Potch after battle plus 10%. Now, that of course is good in and of itself. What happens though, is this stacks with other prosperity rings, with other prosperity gear that we will be getting throughout the game, and it also stacks with other abilities that we will get from other characters to get money. It's really, really good. So I would suggest, if you get prosperity runes, if you get prosperity equipment, if you get abilities with people to be able to steal money or to make more money in battle, absolutely take advantage of it. This game, in some ways, if you want to get everything out of it, it requires you to do that. So I would definitely encourage you to get as much money as you can and invest as much in getting money as you can. Okay, let's see. We've got, I think the path I need to go is over here somewhere, I believe? I think this is where the treasure is. Yeah, there you are. We get a Magic Absorb piece, which, the Magic Absorb rune, we'll talk more about that whenever we actually get the rune together, but suffice to say, it's a teensy bit broken in Suikoden 5. Just a smidge. Just a little bit. Let's see, is there any armor that... I said, is there any armor that catches... Shopkeeper, is there any armor that catches your eye? Oh, not at those prices. No, I'm good. I mean, I just want to see... Oh god, and nobody can wear it either. Never mind. Let's see. Anything good that we can wear? Not really. Not really. Okay, this isn't so bad. Let's see. You know what? Let's go ahead and get a bracer for... Actually, both Siles and Leon, really, I think need them. Okay. I think that'll do for now. Now we've spent half of our money. Okay. I'm not really worried about runes right now. We're not at a point money-wise where we can particularly afford to worry about runes too terribly much. Alright, so we're done on the second level. Let's head up to the third. And be sure, you notice that guy with a huge backpack over there by the trade shop? Walk to him. This is an intro scene. Look, sir, there are only so many ways I can say this. We don't have any books like the one you describe. So you say, but then how do I know I can believe you? A man holds as many lies as a tome holds words. Sir, you offend me, sir. A Rainwall trading post employee would never ever lie to a customer. Perhaps I'll believe you. For now. Gosh, how generous of you. But remember these words. Uh-oh. You may one day come across this tome. Do not open it. Do not sell it. Lock it away in the back somewhere safe, away from prying eyes and careless hands. Hide it until I return. The tome of Arcanos is cursed. It will bring the blackest doom down upon the unwary fool who opens it. Okay. Heh. You, young man, I must ask your assistance. My name is Alhazred. I am a collector of rare and unusual tomes. I came to this town in pursuit of a tome of terrifying magical power. If you should happen upon any mysterious or magical tomes, you must bring them to me at once. And we, very wisely, get the heck out of his way. I heard it was here in Rainwall, but that appears to have been just another false rumor. Whoopsie. Oh well. Bye, Alhazred. Yeah, of course we'll see him again too. Whew, I thought he'd never leave. I must deeply apologize for the inconvenience, Your Highness. That man has been showing up on a daily basis lately. He's a little Well, eccentric would be too kind. I hope he doesn't plan on coming back here every day until he finds that stupid book. Yeah, well, like I said, we'll see him later. Anyway, let's see if we got any salt here. We do. That's a little pricey, but not too much out of our price range, so we should be alright. Okay. I don't think there's really a whole lot else to pick up right now. Okay, so, now that we're on the 3rd level, let's head over to... Yeah, there we are. There's the blacksmith. And as we go a little east from the blacksmith, if I could cross the bridge, thank you. Go in the house. And go upstairs. And we find 2 treasure chests. Wind of Sleep scrolls. Yay. And more importantly, the Crescent tactic. Now, I actually have a couple of tactics to show y'all because I kind of forgot last time. The cross tactic is +5 attack, which is pretty good, but we don't really have a party that suggests that right now because Sialeeds would become, well, mache paper in the middle row there. Then we've got Crescent, which is, well, basically about the same. +5 physical and magical defense, which isn't too bad either. I think, though, we're going to keep them like this right now, and we're going to change the formation. Holy crap. Okay, no, you here, you here. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's see. Alright, we got one more thing to pick up on the 3rd level here. And we're going to skip back by the blacksmith while doing it. So let me double check real quick. I don't think we can power our weapons up anymore. No, we cannot. Okay. Well, it's worth a shot anyway. If you have any blacksmithing to do, obviously you can go ahead and do it. We've got the money to do a little bit more, but I'd rather not at the moment. Alright, so over this way, we see the training halls here. So go ahead and head west to the training halls to pick up a fortune piece. Which the fortune rune is also interesting. We'll get to that too later. Alright, so now head up to the 4th and final tier of Rainwall, where we get to meet some family members, essentially. But before we do that, let's run into the garden and play a little bit. Okay, so yeah, once we're here, just go into the mansion and we are going to meet some new people. Your Highness the Prince and Lady Sialeeds! Words can't express how happy I am to see you alive! I've been so worried since I heard there was a revolt at the Sun Palace. Horribly worried, terribly, desperately worried. But I knew you'd be alright. Noble, courageous, valiant fighters like you, bested by the Godwins? Unthinkable.
Urim?
Oh, of course! Why don't you come in? Father is so very eager to see you. Quickly now, no time to dally.
Well, alrighty then.
Hey, wait a minute!
Hasn't changed a bit. Tell me about it. Like father, like son.
Your Royal Highness the Prince, Lady Sialeeds, and Sir George and Lady Leon too. I'm so glad to see you all safe. That business at the Sun Palace, such a terrible ordeal it must have been for all of you. Yes, well... Hush! Spare your voice. We know every word of it. The whole dreadful thing was cooked up by those horrible Godwins. They took the lives of Her Majesty the Queen and His Majesty Farad, and on top of that, pinned the blame on Sir George. They're nothing more than animals. No, they're worse than animals. They're demons, I tell you. Such unrestrained brutality, such heinous atrocities. Why, if I had my hands on them, those traitors would fester in the lowest dungeon, swing from the highest gallows. Father, that's enough, don't you think?
Serena.
Look at them. They're all so tired. You can talk to them again after they've had some rest, can't you? Oh, yes, of course. I'm so terribly sorry. How very uncharacteristically thoughtless of me. This is my lovely daughter, Lucerina. I brought her to the Sun Palace once, but it was such a long time ago. I don't know if you remember. Of course I remember, but Friador was so little then. And just look at how beautiful you've become. Me? Oh. You're too kind, Lady Cyalides. It's wonderful to see you again. And it's so nice to see you again too, Your Highness, even if you don't remember me. Sir George, Lady Leon, how do you do? It's very nice to meet you. Oh, the pleasure's all mine.
Likewise.
Your Highness, I'm so sorry about what happened. Please, let me do whatever I can to help you in a time like this. I've prepared rooms for you on the second floor. Please, make yourselves at home there. That's all right, isn't it, Father? Oh, of course! Couldn't be righter! Well then, please make your way to the second floor when you're ready.
Alright, well, welcome to Lucerina. She's a pretty good girl. I like her. She's, well, she gets a bit of play character-wise here and there. Maybe not as much, perhaps, as she should. But anyway, okay, I can't go in here yet. Alright, that's fine. So that comes later. All we can really do is just pretty much go upstairs.
Oh, Lucerina, my lady! Oh, Chuck, I'm so glad you're here. This gentleman is Chuck. He's in charge of the storage here at the mansion. Chuck, this is His Royal Highness the Prince and Lady Cyalides, and these are their Queen's Knight bodyguards. Starting today, it is our honor to have them stay with us. The Prince? Oh, I see. You're here because of my lady. Huh? No, Chuck, they're here because... That's all right. You don't have to say anymore. I knew this day would come. Prince, everybody, please enjoy your stay here. Oh, also, if you have too much stuff, bring it down to the storeroom. I promise I'll take good care of your things for you. Please, just promise me you'll be just and kind and careful with my lady.
I misread that a little bit, sorry.
Chuck? I don't know what you're talking about.
I do.
Oh boy, I'll have to find enough seats for the ceremony. I hope I don't cry. What am I saying? I always cry. What's gotten into him?
Well, it goes a little something like ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. That's what's gotten into him. Okay, anyway, now we can go in there because Mr. Chuck, as you might have already surmised, and well, as he straight out told you, can store our stuff. Yay! All that stuff you've been building up, all those crazy things like, well, the bath stuff, and let's see, all these pieces. Yeah, let's store them all. Wow, that was a lot of sound. Okay. Store you. Store you. Why won't it let me sort? That's weird. Store you. Store you. Store you. And I think we're pretty well done. Let me go back out and make sure. Let's see. Go ahead and sort here. Well, we got all the salts, of course, but we want to actually hang on to those if we can. So, yeah, I think we're done with the storing of stuffs, which is wonderful. Okay, let's see. All right, yeah, so let's go. Now, if we go into this curtained room here.
Your Highness, please wait. That's Mother's room. Ever since my eldest brother died, she's shut herself away in there and refuses to see anyone. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid she won't even see you, Your Highness. Please accept my apologies on her behalf.
Yep. And that is about all that you get in the story, at least as far as, well, non-NPC chatty story, about some of the issues that have befallen the Barows family in Rainwall, unless you recruit a certain character at the end of the game. We'll go more over that later. But for now, our actual room is over here.
Wow, look at this place. Pretty snazzy. Your Highness, please make yourself at home in this room. And I have bedrooms prepared for the rest of you as well. Thank you. This is really so much more than we could have expected. Not at all. I'm just happy to help you in any way I can. Your Highness? I know I can't understand what you're going through, but please, try to be strong. That is much appreciated. And in point of fact, this choice does matter. If you choose the ellipsis option, well, Leon's esteem for you goes down a good bit, actually. Your Highness!
And if you need anything, please feel free to come get me, okay? I'll leave you alone now.
I can't believe it. Is that girl really Lord Barows' daughter?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But as unlikely as it may seem, they really are related.
How could someone as shady as Lord Barows?
Well, shady or not, I'm pretty grateful for him right now. And thanks to Lord Barows, at least we can finally get a little bit of rest, and we all need that right now.
I don't think we can relax quite yet.
Leon.
I understand that Nethergate is working for Lord Godwyn. You never know where or when those guys are going to strike. We have to keep our guard up.
Leon, don't you think you're being just a little too paranoid?
No. I know what I'm talking about. I was once a member of Nethergate too.
You were what?
There's no way. You know, when Farad took you in back then, you were even younger than Limslia is now. How could you have possibly been a member of Nethergate?
Nethergate used to kidnap children who didn't have any family and train them to be assassins. My very first memories are those of my training to become a Nethergate assassin. I don't know who my real parents were, or even what my real name is.
That's awful.
Day in and day out, they taught us nothing but how to hurt people. In 2 more years, they would have made me a full-fledged assassin. I would have been a murderer by now. But before that could happen, Farad rescued me. And he's the one that gave me the name Leon, too. So that's why I'd do anything to repay Farad. Prince, I'm sorry I never told you. Do you think you can still trust me even though you know about my past?
Okay, my mistake. This is the choice that matters. And if we choose the I'll have to think about it, she loses a lot of esteem for us, so we're choosing of course. Of course.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Prince, are you awake? Last warning, I'm coming in.
Well, I guess we're up now.
I'm sorry to wake you up, Your Highness, but they're saying the troops have already found us. They're heading this way now. Everybody else is gathered downstairs. We have to go.
Okay, well, yeah, let's go. Alrighty, so if we've got Godwin troops on the way, there's really only one thing this particularly means, and that is, yeah, trouble.
Ah, Your Highness! It's simply dreadful that I had to awaken you with such unpleasant news. Those nefarious Godwin troops have crossed the revolving bridge, and they're advancing our way as we speak. There appear to be 300 or so of them. Damn! They sent a messenger this morning to inform us of the so-called reason for this advance. Apparently, they seek to capture the felon George Prime and take custody of the prince and Lady Cyalides. The messenger also said that his orders came from Princess Lemslia. They expect my understanding and full cooperation.
Backstabbers, and they've got the guts to call someone else a felon?
Quite right, and they dare employ the sacred name of the princess in such foul schemes. And calling a 300-soldier invasion a request for cooperation, even insolence should have limits. Don't worry, the Barows family shall never capitulate to the threats of liars and blackguards. They dare to threaten us with force? Let them come, I say. Like men, we'll settle this on the battlefield. You'll show those scallywags, won't you, Father? But, there's just one thing. The tiniest of favors that I'd like to ask of you, Your Highness. Would you mind leading our forces into battle? Excuse me? Father? Don't misunderstand me. It's not as if I'm asking you to fight on the front lines or any such thing. But don't we want the people to see what foul liars the Godwins are? That we are the true liberators who will crush the rebels and restore order and peace to Falena? Surely the people will know the truth when they see the kidnapped Highness take arms against his false rescuers. Think of the boost to our soldiers' morale as well, to fight alongside one so great and noble as Your Highness. Come now, Your Highness. I believe you'll find my reasoning is quite irrefutable. Why am I not surprised that Solemn's plan involves someone else doing the fighting?
Yeah, but he's still got a point, and I don't think we're going to get a better offer anytime soon.
So, Your Highness, what do you say?
Oh, well, okay. I guess it does seem like the best plan.
Just what one would expect of the son of His Majesty Farid. I'm sure he'd be bursting with pride right now. Prince?
Your Highness, I'll be your deputy commander. Don't you worry, I won't let so much as a mosquito touch you.
Oh, that's Lord Wild for you. So wonderfully reliable. Your Highness, are you prepared to go into battle right away?
No, I'm not. And I will note, there is no penalty for ever choosing no, I'm not ready. It basically just gives you the opportunity to go and save, which I'm going to take. And I'm going to ignore that. Alright, so, yeah, we're coming up on our first army battle. And oh boy, are things gonna get fun from here. We are going to fight that army battle and see if we can, well, stave off the Godwins next time on Suikoden 5. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.